I'm conflicted with this next one though. Hit me. With your
I was
thoughts.
going to ask you. So Warner Brothers is going back to The Matrix. They've announced that they will be putting a 5th Matrix film into production. Lana Wachowski is going to be the executive producer. Not sure if that means much more other than getting, a paycheck and her name on the movie.
Yeah, tell people that because they don't get that.
Yeah, especially with these franchises, the same way that you see sometimes a director come in and direct the pilot of a TV show and then continue to be the executive producer long after they've had any involvement with the show. People often have their names on films as producers, particularly the executive producers, and all they did was introduce someone into introduce the director to the lead actor, or lend some money for the production or something like that. Or in Lana Wachowski's case, help steer the franchise to this point. I mean,
it's their characters, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, with those horror franchises, I feel like Wes Craven maintained a producer credit on a lot of the films that stemmed
to keep
from
it to
his
a current
movies.
one. The writer for the first Omen, the original one, not the first Omen, but the first Omen. You know what I'm saying? That one was a movie in where that writer, when they did the remake, he did not work on the script and he stole this. Like he did not let the writer of the adaptation get credit. He took it because he's like, it's my story. Mm-hmm. And then in this new one, he's still getting credited. But then it makes you think, why did they do the first Omen as a prequel? Because like you said, if you introduce an actor or if you introduce a character, then all of a sudden you predated so that you're the one that gets producing credits afterwards. A lot of mumbo jumbo in the background. This is what Lana said was going to happen.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is explicitly what some of the plot of Matrix Resurrections, I believe it was, the 4th one. Mm-hmm. The plot is they're literally doing what the Jonathan Groff character said they would do.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. You have, I think, a slightly lower opinion of the Matrix sequels than I do. I really, really love all 3 of the first the first films, and I even think the 4th one's pretty good.
I like 2 and 3 more than 4.
That all being said, like, even if you don't particularly like where the franchise has gone, I feel like it is so specific to the way that the Wachowskis have built this franchise that I can't imagine coming in and sort of changing. I mean, what even is left of the Matrix after what happened in the first 4 Matrix movies?
I would have said that for the first 3.
Yeah.
But I think what they did with 4 is a Pandora's box wherein coming in to like say your piece, you did open it up. Mm-hmm. Sure, it was inevitable, obviously. But I also felt that 4 was just retreading what 2 and 3 had already said. I think 2 and 3 said it in the world of the universe.
Right.
The reason I didn't care too much for 4 was because they just say it. Like the Jonathan Groff scene that you're saying literally just mentions it. And I'm like, that's great if this was Deadpool. But is not. I hate the idea that they're taking it away from the Wachowskis. Because like you said, it's their vision. Keep it with them. You said Drew Goddard, and I am a big Drew Goddard fan. I do think there's a lot in The Matrix to still mine. It is a beautiful franchise. She can complain, but I can see her 15 years down the line coming back into it. It's your baby. You don't want it to die. They let Sense8 out to die. It's this weird thing where I can see why they're mad, and then I can see why they'll brush it off later if they do a great job and actually expand it so that the Matrix continues to live. You and I cover movies. We know reboots. We just covered Ripley. We just covered the first Omen. We know what allows media to continue, and that's the IP-ness of it. She is banking off of it while also being critical of it. Oh, perfect creative stance to take. I love that. But I do think this is going to be a good movie. While I don't like it in the sense of it not being the creators anymore, they didn't want to make any more movies. Mm-hmm. I do think that Drew Goddard's going to make a good movie. I actually really do.
Yeah, I mean, look, Drew Goddard is a good filmmaker, and he has figured out really interesting ways to mine IP in the past. Mm-hmm. I don't doubt that he'll make something interesting. I just find it hard to believe that he'd make something nearly as powerful as what the Wachowskis did before it.
That's fair. That's my worry.
Like,
but he worked on
maybe he'll find a way to like extend the franchise and make it like some cool modern gung fu, quippy movie that Ryan Reynolds could star in. But
Sure.
It just look, it will erase the previous film. So I'm not like going to campaign against this. I just feel like when you to sort of take it away from the Wachowskis is going away from so much of what makes the Matrix stand out versus other types of blockbuster action movies.
Sometimes you need to be far away from it to be able to actually explore stuff in the franchise too.
Maybe.
I'm gonna be optimistic with it, but
did you?
Hey, what are you calling it? What are you calling it?
The Matrix rebuttal. I don't know. Did you see Lily Wachowski's Twitter likes?
No. What's up? You got them?
Yeah, I got it here. They liked a tweet that said, "I'll let Drew do this if he agrees to go on estrogen for at least 1 year."
That's funny. That's funny.
I love that.
That's pretty
Personally, I love that.
Who was that? Lana?
Lily. So
Lily's the one who's got the iconic blue pill response or red pill response, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's an all-timer right there.
Lily
bro.
is kind of like abandoned doing these at all. I think Lily didn't even have co-authorship
right,
of the fourth
yeah.
film. Yeah.
But yeah, no, Lily, you could be like belligerent, bigot, anti-trans. That was one of the funniest Twitter interactions of all time. And I'm sorry, I like the writing in that thread better than Matrix 4. That was funny. That was so raw. It's the best own possible.
It's amazing.